Hello everyone, this is King and welcome back to my video. Today I'll be showing you how martial artists are broken. Now you can get a martial artist I believe at the beginning of chapter 5 or 6. They come mid-game, so this is a mid-game tier character. They are one of the first attackers that can deal a consistent amount of major damage. So for a martial artist, you can do anywhere between 40 to 50k every 10 seconds or less, but maybe I would say every 5 seconds. It's pretty consistent and pretty quick. You can do it a lot. Early on, beginning of the battle, you can do it within the first few seconds and you can continuously do that. And their damage gets progressively more powerful as the battle gets, the longer the battle is. For a martial artist right now, I'm doing anywhere between 90 to 100,000 every 10 seconds. It's based off one skill, and that is Raging Force. So everything is going to be based around making Raging Force do as much damage as possible. So let's go for gems. I have Empowered Combo 6, Steel Cleaver 6, and Double Strike 6. For martial artists, you do not need Steady Striker because they have a passive skill that does that already. So as for this skill, you want to use Storm and Stress as much as possible, which is basically each time you perform a cancel, it boosts your damage dealt by 15%. So each time you do a skill, you want to make sure it is an animation cancel so you can get that additional 15% bonus. So like I said, as martial arts works, they get stronger as the battle progresses. So like the longer the battle is, the more stronger a martial artist will be. So this is one of the classes I recommend you having during boss fights. Is completely worth it. Flashing Punch is basically what I was talking to you about in terms of the gem. This is in the form of a skill. So chain auto attacks increases auto speed. Auto attack intervals is also shortened. So as long as you're auto attacking, you're fine. A chain auto attack means you are doing nothing but auto attacking. So if you auto back to back and you continuously start just doing nothing but auto damage, it'll progressively go faster. So a basic auto attack is 2 seconds. If you leave martial artist on auto, they will go from 2 seconds to 1 second within the first 10 seconds of the battle. And this one on critical hits recharge art used by 25%. It's nice, but we don't really build ours for crit. You can, but I'm building our damage for more consistent than RNG, right? Feline right flexes doesn't really have anything to do with this, but if it does get blowdown or launch, you do have a chance to get attack up, which is great. For our master skills, I have Ultimate Quagog, and it ignores 40% of enemies' physical defense, which is necessary. If you want to do a lot of damage, you need to have this. This is something you get from a Thaumaturg at rank 5. Fighting Prowess is boost damage dealt by physical arts by 40%. This is something you get from, I believe, Ogre. Yeah, Ogre at rank 5. And Positioning Pro is something you get from, I believe, Full Metal Jaguar at rank 5. Yeah, Full Metal Jaguar at rank 5. This is something you need as well. The reason for that is Raging Force, it has a recharge gauge of 2, and it, to my knowledge, is one of the shortest roll action recharge for any of the Agnian classes. So what we're gonna do is use Destructive Charge and Quick Draw only. So these two are considered positionals. This is why the skill Positioning Pro matters, because it increases the number of positional arts that you can have in your art palette by 1. So currently you can only have 1, but with that skill you can have 2, which is Quick Draw and Destructive Charge, which are both frontals, and they increase your damage by 70% and 70% from attacking from the front, which is nice. So all you really need to do is use these two. Everything else is going to be fodder, but these are pretty much backup in case something happens. Like if, for example, you miss your Destructive Charge or it doesn't proc, you can use Focus to boost your art recharge, or if you have too much aggro, you can use Shadow Eye to have your aggro and also gives you attack up. If you want, you can also use Cross Impact for the power charge debuff. You just have to wait a little while longer for everything else to recharge due to Raging Force reaction. So it depletes art recharge and is based on having all your arts off cooldown for it to do more damage. So it really is a versatile class. As for accessories, I do have a ceramic belt, which is an accessory just boosting attack. Gust Bracelet just makes sure that your master arts will be 100% charged when starting battle. That means your left and right arts will be 100% charged, or just your left art will be 100% charged. A Victor's Gauntlet is something you get at Chapter 7, and it boosts your damage dealt by 60% more, but you just take more damage. So you'll definitely do a lot of damage having these set up. If your accuracy is not high enough, then you can just replace either Victor's Gauntlet or a Gust Bracelet with some accuracy improving accessories. But Martial Artist has one of the highest accuracies or dexterities in the game, so you don't really have to worry about that, especially for this class. So what we're going to do is we're just going to showcase the damage potential. Within the first few minutes you can do 60, 90, 100,000. It's insane. So I am level 66, these mobs are level 69. We're definitely going to do a lot of damage, so check this out. Hopefully we're going to get this done correctly. So we want to fusion art into our destructive charge, and that's going to fully charge Raging Force. We're going to animation cancel and just do 131,000. Animation cancel that, and again Raging Force is fully charged. You're going to auto animation cancel, and you do this one only did 88,000. That's what I was expecting. 131,000 was just a bit too that was a bit nutty, okay? That's insane. But that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. It's it's that crazy, folks. It's just like it does so much damage. It's insane. Martial Artist is broken, and you saw how fast you could do that, right? So the destructive charge and quick draw quickly recharges your arts. It doesn't take long for you to use this art. Quick draw has 11-second timer, and then destructive charge has one of the lowest recharge gauge for martial artists, which is a 4. You do have 3 here though, but I leave this for here. You can always change that for impulse drive. The only downside is you won't be able to get the positional, so that won't work. So you're gonna have to just leave this here, honestly. Plus, you want all your arts to have low cooldown, low recharges. Focus, you can't really do anything about it because it's more like a backup, but if you want to remove focus and replace it with something else, like I would say Jackal Claw or Deadening Hit, but it's a 7 recharge versus a 11. I'd rather just keep this because this is it's a great stance. You can pretty much keep the stance up 24/7 as well if you have like an accessory that increases your stance, but that's not what we're here today for. So essentially that's it. These skills are going to be used as fodder, and if this skill doesn't work out, you can always use this skill to boost up your art recharge so you can get quicker quick draw and quicker destructive charge, so you can just reset. And it's pretty quick. Like I said, you just get right into it. You use destructive charge, quick draw, you can do it within the first few seconds of battle. It happens quickly. Having Gust Bracelet isn't necessarily required. I would go for more dexterity in my opinion, or you can just go for more attack, whichever suits your fancy. But I just use this so you can showcase like how soon you can do it. And within the first art we used, we did 131,000. It was so much damage, folks. That's insane. For the gems, if you don't have enough accuracy, you can definitely replace this with the dexterity. I would not recommend that because there are accessories that give you more dexterity, like for example the gauntlet that gives you 26 to 32% dexterity. Just these gauntlets will always give you more dexterity. Or if you have those gauntlets that boost your dexterity from the nighttime or daytime. I believe I have some. Let me see if I have some. Here we go. So boost your accuracy during the night by 50% or boost accuracy during the day by 35%. So if it's way higher than the gauntlets. It's just the only thing is you have to play during the night or play during the day. So that's like the only downside. But yeah, folks, that is everything. Hopefully that showcased you how broken martial artists can be. They are one of the highest attackers in the game aside from Seraphs. But the thing is they can do it on a consistent basis. They do it a lot quickly and without any issue, and they get stronger as the battle progresses. Seraphs, they can do a lot of damage early on and they just keep on doing lots of damage. honestly, those are probably one of the 2 best classes. I'll be making a video on Seraphs later, but today it's Martial Artist. Hopefully you found this video informative, folks. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment. Make sure you follow me for more Xenoblade 3 content. I do post daily, and I'll see you all in the next one.